What's going on, everyone? I'm Andrew with Camper Kingdom in Meridian, Mississippi, and today we're going to be viewing what some people would consider to be possibly a 1, 2, or maybe even a 3-bedroom style destination trailer. And judging from the size of these windows, I think I know exactly what I'm going to be calling it, but I'll let you guys decide upon that. If you're new here, we welcome you to the channel. Continue to show your support by leaving your feedback in the comment section down below, and let's get started. So the RV you're going to be viewing today is what's known as the destination style trailer, or the old term park model. These things are absolutely enormous, and it provides you with so many great features that people are looking for if they're looking to put something on a piece of property and leave it for an extended period of time. This thing's going to be 13 feet tall, 102 inches wide, and let's take a look at some of the numbers before we head inside. So as it currently sits, 12,640, gross vehicle weight rating of 13,855 pounds, with a hitch weight right at 1,900 pounds. So I'd recommend pulling this thing with at least a 1 ton or bigger. But if you don't want to have to deal with moving it, just give us a call. We'd be gladly to assist you with shipping this thing around the country for you. But this is going to be a 2023 Wildwood Grand Lodge, model number 42 DL. This camper is going to provide you with 3 total slide outs, sleeping room possibly for 7, maybe even 8, really depending on the size of your guest. 102 inches wide with extra tall ceilings, 8'6" ceiling height, 7-foot tall slide boxes, nice big open concept kind of kitchen. And last year the colors were more darker on the cabinetry. This would be a sneak peek of one of the 2 different bedroom slash loft areas, but we'll eventually get back to that area there. We're going to start in the kitchen first. Your kitchen countertops are what I call a pressed membrane countertop. It's a hard heated plastic wrapped over the material, prevents it from swelling in the event that it ever makes contact with any water. You've got a 50/50 stainless steel undermount sink. They've also provided you with that drying rack there. And I love to see the separation with the oven. Normally when you get that separation, you have the bigger oven for larger casserole dishes or maybe even a turkey. Also, the overall layout of the oven just looks better to me on the top too. Only 3 different burners, but they are a little bit typically larger than what you find in your normal RV. LG microwave right at 31 inches across. Here's a shot inside of some of your cabinetry. The refrigerator on the coach is going to be an LG brand also, all stainless steel. Fridge on the top, freezer on the bottom. There is a built-in water line for the ice maker that's provided, so that's beneficial as well for more full time. Same exact fridge that you can go to a hardware store and replace this with without having to special order something from an RV manufacturer. This area here is what I call a coffee prep station. Good place for a coffee pot or a crock pot. Same pressed membrane countertops, more of a plastic material again. All your controls for your coach, slide operations, light switches, and that's one of the 2 thermostats. Air conditioners on board. You're going to have 2 15K Coleman Mach air conditioners. They're not going to be whisper quiet, but I'll let you be the judge. I know GoPro does not provide you with the best of sound quality, but it's not that awfully bad. It's actually just a slight hum. But I'm going to go ahead and take a seat in your theater seat and just pan around the room real quick and give you your view while watching television. You're going to have a smart Insignia TV this year. Last year was just your regular basic television, but 50 inches across. That's a Furrion sound bar. Greystone electric fireplace that does produce right at 5,000 BTUs of heat. It does a really great job of heating the actual living area here, but most of the heat will be coming from your floor vents. You've got a 30,000 BTU furnace built in, and again 2 Coleman Mach 15K air conditioners. This year, the 2023, they've removed all the carpet. Well, correction, they've removed about 90%. Your upstairs area is still going to be covered with a lot of carpet, but over here in your slide, they've removed that carpet, replacing it with this woven material. It's normally found on a lot of higher end boats. Thomas Paine Collection furniture. These are 2 theater seats with additional storage and cup holders. You also have the extra wide Thomas Paine extra wide trifold super sofa on the back, and I will also let that up closer towards the end. Freestanding table with 4 chairs, and all the chairs on board most RVs also have additional storage. Your window treatments in the Grand Lodge will have gray roller shades. Some of them are trimmed out with this leather trim valance, and I say some of them, the bedroom does not have the valance around the windows. My only downside that I'm finding in your living room is going to be this really enormous window. No window treatment to block out any of the sunlight, so if you maybe are utilizing the coach for sleeping during the day, that could be a slight issue for you. Let's come around and let's head up towards the bedroom area now. As you're making your way to the front of the coach, keep in mind that the camper has a 12-inch drop frame construction, which is how they are able to achieve all that additional headroom. But all the way in the front of the coach is your main bedroom, which is going to house this custom size 66 by 80 king size bed. And it's always nice to have your own entryway from the outside as well. But custom bed brings custom sheets, 66 by 80. The brand of the mattress is a Serta. You do have some additional storage under the bed. This is going to be the only access to storage from the outside that you'll have on this destination style model. But these things, again, are not designed for every weekend camping, so exterior storage space typically isn't needed on something of this size. You do have some additional closet space next to the bed, 2 different pull-outs. Stackable washer and dryer already installed from the factory. That's a Splendid brand. Coming around to the foot of the bed, 5 additional pull-outs, some additional shelving over here. Right at probably 2.5, almost 3 feet of walking space around the bed, so plenty of room to move about without having any issue at all. The only downside I'm finding to the front bedroom is the lack of valance around the windows. If you're having to use this camper to sleep during the day, the amount of sunlight coming through the front is not too terribly bad, but if you're a type of individual like me where it just has to be totally blacked out, I could see that being a slight issue. If you wanted to mount a television, this is where it's going to be sitting. No mounting bracket in the Wildwood Grand Lodge model in the bedroom. Just plenty of room though to sit upwards of about a 70-inch TV. We're going to, let's go upstairs first before we head over the bathroom area. But as you make your way upstairs, notice to the right you have 2 different loft bed areas. One on the right is 36 inches. The one on the left is right at 30. We're going to go over the right side first, where you've got these 2 custom mattresses, 74 by 46 inches wide. The camper again is 102 inches wide. I'm going to give you an estimated probably 9, maybe 10 feet of crawling space. I wouldn't say walking, but you certainly have plenty of room up here to move around. Each one of your guests will have kind of a nice little cutout at the headboard with 110 and 12 volt outlets provided. Kind of a little break in the middle of the both of you. That's your second Coleman Mach 15K air conditioner there. Some additional hanging closet space also. And I'm liking the lighter color cabinets this year from last year's 22 models where they were mostly brown. Let's see if we can't crawl over here now and show off the smaller 30-inch loft. Same size mattress on this side here. All the rails go all the way around. Both loft bed areas have TV connections too, so you can maybe put upwards of a 32-inch TV on both sides of the loft area. But realistically, if you were to put a television up here or up here, the amount of heat that will be generating from those televisions would make things a little bit unbearable. Coming down to your bathroom, your bathroom ceiling has ceiling heights of 6'6". You have a 1-inch step up to get into this absolutely enormous shower. Plenty of linen closet space. That's going to be a porcelain foot flush toilet. Your linen closet is about 24 inches deep on the bottom. This switch here is for your water heater. This is going to be left in the off position until you have all the air purged from the lines throughout the camper before flipping the switch. Your bathroom vanity has the same countertops that were found in the kitchen. That's what I call that pressed membrane countertop. So I felt like I needed to show you guys what it looked like with that one window being open. But check out how good of a job the window treatments do keeping that sunlight out with having the valance installed. That's why I kind of feel like the master bedroom area, they should have installed those to assist with some of that natural sunlight finding its way through. But at date and time of making this video, MSRP on this coach of $90,017.45. For pricing and availability, be sure to check the description down below where you'll find the link taking you back to my website where you can also view more additional photos as well. If you like what you see so far, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. Also leave me some comments telling me what you think of the inside area. We're going to go ahead and head outside and go over some of the basic features of this absolutely enormous Grand Lodge. But coming in 41 feet, 10 inches of total length, this is 2023 Grand Lodge by Forest River, model number 42 DL. The DL stood for double off, as you already noticed inside. You could possibly utilize this coach, in my opinion, as maybe a 3-bedroom. It kind of gives you the nice separation between the two, giving you plenty of room to store all of your stuff on both sides. It works out nicely for what I think it provides you with. 102 inches wide, 13 feet tall. It's going to weigh 12,640 pounds as it currently sits. Hitch weight on this model of 1,855 pounds. I'd recommend pulling it with at least a 1-ton, but bigger the better. This model is going to be riding on a 12-inch I-beam construction, and that is that 12-inch drop frame construction that I referenced in the front, and that's how they are able to achieve all that additional headroom. You do have outdoor speakers, television connections, really big sliding glass door, 20-foot awning, and there's an LED light strip under there as well. It's a really sunny day out here in Mississippi today, so you probably can't see that. And I say these things are not the easiest to tow because of the front end. One big flat wall while traveling down the road is going to act like an enormous parachute, and if that doesn't help, the lip right under there is going to make that much more drag. But we can assist you with all your delivery needs. Just give us a call. We'll be glad to move it around the country for you. Your water connections are found over here. This is the driver's side of the coach. City water connections. You do have holding tanks. The destination trailers have holding tanks, and unlike the older school models, which were called park models, they did not have the holding tanks. They were only directly piped into the sewer. Multiple sewer connections throughout the coach. This one's going to be coming directly from the washer and dryer, and that's the dumping station, the dumping valve for your freshwater holding tank. You've got additional gray and black, and an additional gray over here. All the slides in the coach are going to be rack and pinion slides, and those switches were located right inside the doorway there. The camper is going to be stabilized from 4 sets of these scissor jacks. And Wildwood is also giving you the added bonus of additional tie-down straps throughout the frame. But this is just my honest opinion. And I'm not saying I'm the subject matter expert with this, but if you are to try to level this camper or stabilize it with these scissor jacks, and you were also going to use a tie-down strap, you could possibly overload this. So I'd recommend calling out a professional and having blocks installed throughout the frame, and then utilizing the tie-down straps for a more stronger, sturdier foundation. It does in fact have a fully enclosed underbelly, but keep in mind it is still considered a camper, so you will have your battles when it comes to cold weather. Here on the back of the coach, no rear mounted ladder, so you would have to find a way to get up there to keep your slides trimmed, cleaned off as best as you can. You do in fact have the hardware pre-installed if you decided to add a slide topper, but we can also do that for you as well. Absolutely beautiful coach though. it fits a lot of needs for different customers. If you like what you see, leave me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, come see us.